Hi, everybody. This is Mark Carey, and welcome to another episode of Tech Talk for Old Dogs, where we're going to try to make you feel very, very comfortable with the internet and everything that's going on with technology. The way we're going to do that, very simply, we're going to show you right here on the screen, little things that you can do. By the way, most of you, if you've got a brand new computer, you probably came loaded with Internet Explorer. That's the browser that is normally available on many computers because Microsoft puts the software on your computer, and Internet Explorer is relatively common. I was advised quite some time ago that if you have Internet Explorer on your computer and you're using it, it would be a good idea to download and use the browser known as Mozilla Firefox. Right up here, Mozilla Firefox. Mozilla Firefox is a little bit newer than Internet Explorer. And for those of you who don't understand what I'm talking about, a browser is a program loaded on your computer that allows you to get access to the internet. Once you access the internet, you can go to virtually any place on the internet you want to. Right now, as you can see, I am on Google, and that is google.com. Google is a search engine. My browser is Mozilla Firefox. Google is my search engine. What that means is that Mozilla Firefox is the program on my computer that has allowed me to gain access to the internet. Once I get to the internet, I can go to a whole number of pages, any place I want to go if I know the address, and we'll talk about that in a minute. But normally when you open up your browser, you will have available to you the choice of making a home page. When I start my browser, Mozilla Firefox, I have told it I want it to use www.google.com as my home page. That means when I click on my little icon at the bottom of my screen that shows Mozilla Firefox, and it opens my browser, Mozilla Firefox, up here under Tools and Options, I have selected google.com to be my home page, and I've told Firefox to show my home page when I start Firefox. So when I log onto the internet, the first place I land is on the home page of google.com. By the way, you might know that if you want to go to a different page, you can always type in the address if you know what it is. If not, we're going to show you how to search the internet and then how to go to pages that you use frequently. Let's start with how to search the internet. I know that many of you who have Google or who have accessed Google know that down here there is a search box. And most of the time when you're searching in the search box, you're searching the entire web. That's why if you type in something like movies, you're going to get a huge number of replies. A ton of information is going to show up under movies. Some of it's going to be specific for your location. Some of it's going to be specific based upon what Google has remembered as being your browsing history, your preferences. Are you looking for local movies? Are you researching movies? Are you looking for old movies? Do you want to go to a site where you can download movies? Depending upon how you've used the internet in the past, Google has the ability to kind of remember who you are, what your search preferences are, and has the ability to put up on the screen the kinds of things that you might be interested in finding. As you can see, I have recently been searching for movies in my near vicinity, and Google thinks that I live in Norwood, Ohio, or near Norwood, Ohio. Of course, that's not where I live, but that is where my internet service provider is located. My internet service provider happens to be Cincinnati Bell. Your internet service provider might be your cable company, or you might have a satellite internet service. There are a lot of different ways to get connected to the internet. You normally plug a cable into your wall, or if you have what they call a router, you might be connecting your computer wirelessly, but your router will be plugged in to the wall. Somewhere that wall outlet connects to your internet service provider, sometimes known as an ISP. That's just like having your phone company. Cincinnati Bell is my phone company. Cincinnati Bell is my internet service provider. Cincinnati Bell provides the line into my house. From there, I have to have a piece of equipment hooked up to it, just like a phone. So I have my computer hooked up to their line. When I want to access the internet, I go to my browser. My browser, again, is Mozilla Firefox. If you don't have Mozilla Firefox on your computer, I would recommend that you get it. And here's how you can get Mozilla Firefox for your computer. You can go into the search bar and you can type in the words Mozilla Firefox, and it will give you the opportunity to go to their website and to download Mozilla Firefox and to put it on your computer. You download it, follow the instructions, and install it. Once it's installed, then you need to tell it where to go when you open up Mozilla Firefox, where to go when you open up your browser. So up under Tools, under Options, under the General tab, you pick a home page and you put in, when Firefox starts, show my home page. That's the way that you get your internet connection started. When you're in Google, if you choose Google to be your home page, some people choose other pages to be their home page. Some people choose sites that have news and weather. MSN.com, for example, is a home page. If you like MSN, which sometimes comes loaded on computers, it contains news and things of that sort. When you want to search on MSN, MSN has a search bar at the top where you can do a web search. Instead of using Google, MSN is using the service called Bing. Bing is a search engine like Google is a search engine. You could type in a search here and you could search for Google. And it would take you to google.com, all of the things that have the word Google in them. It would take you there in a list of things, just like Google took you to a list earlier when I showed you how to look for movies. If I go to google.com, I'm right back at the page that I chose to be my home page. I happen to prefer to use Google as my search engine. I know a lot of people are switching over to Bing. Nothing wrong with Bing. I just happen to like the way the search results show up in Google. And Google by far has cornered the market in so many areas. It's a good place to start. So you can go to google.com in whatever browser you have open, whether it's Firefox or Internet Explorer. If you're in Internet Explorer, you can go to any website you want. If you go to google.com, you'll be on the Google search page. If you want to find something, you can search for it by typing it here in the search area. On the other hand, if you happen to know the address, you can type the address up here. This is called the address bar. If I click in this bar, you'll notice that the words there turn blue. If I wanted to search for another website, if I wanted to search for example, Mozilla, I could come down here and search for Mozilla Firefox. But for example, I want to now go to the website that I've recently created called scannershirts.com. Since I already know the name of the website, I don't have to search for it. I can just type it in. I just type in scannershirts.com and hit the enter button. And when I do, it will take me directly to that website. Now I'm at scannershirts.com. That's the address that shows in the address bar. And so as time goes by, and as you find yourself more and more familiar with a variety of different websites, or maybe you've seen something on television or heard it on the radio or read it in the newspaper, maybe there's some place that you know you can get to because you know the name, you can go right here to the address bar, type in the name, as long as it's .com, .net, .org, or one of the other extensions. Type in the name and hit your enter key, and it will take you directly to that website. So again, if you want to start at your home page, this is the little picture of a house. Start on your home page. You'll start at Google, and Google will give you the chance to search the internet. If you know the address of the website you want to go to, you can type it directly in the address bar here, hit the enter key, and it will take you directly to that website. I know this might seem a little bit confusing to people who are just getting started, but really this is the very basics. It's very simple. Play with it a little bit, and be sure to know one other thing. You're not going to hurt anything. You're not going to hurt your computer. If things go really bad, just hold down the power button and power off. It'll power back on. It'll usually, these days, computers will fix themselves, repair most problems. But one of the things you need to do is you need to have Mozilla Firefox as your search, as your browser loaded on your computer. Go to Mozilla Firefox, search for it in whatever search engine you want, download the latest version, follow the instructions, and install it. Second step, when you do, go to Tools, and under Options, choose what you want to be your home page. I like www.google.com, and when my Firefox opens up, I want it to show my home page. I want it to go right to Google so that I can begin searching for the things I'm looking for out on the internet. I know this sounds awfully basic, and for those of you who are far beyond this step, remember, there was a day when you were just getting started too, and that's what we're all about right here at Tech Talk for Old Dogs. Thanks for being with me. More to come. Take care. God bless.